Hey everyone, how's it going? It is either Randy Chavez coming at you today with a VV Omi Earth 2 update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Comment, think, like, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Also, become a member. Something about Wraithax.eth domain name, and this is not financial advice. So we have a couple of things going on here. We have, we'll start off with Earth 2 and Essence, and we'll start off with some giveaways that Shane was doing. He did it over the last couple of hours, giving away 14 different properties. All properties had 750 tiles to them, so that's the max that you can get for each one. It was total together, it was about $3,500 worth of land. What he did was he was posting codes, parts of codes, people had to figure it out. They were just random Shanta gifts from him, so let's just leave it at that and congratulate the winners, as it certainly involves luck. Jane said, you can check my profile to see which properties are remaining and still redeemable with the right code, and obviously, like I said, that was done. All of them were solved in 9 minutes, 14 properties to 14 different owners. Congratulations to those who won. Amongst other things, you'll have a very nice sized property to build on. Shane had also given us an update saying, just keeping those who like to be updated and reassured in the loop. Reworked version stress test running on one of our smaller servers looks promising. Still not setting a date, but making good progress on this while also pushing forward with numerous other facets. Hashtag Earth2. So we've been going back and forth. I said, like, oh, that 100 million Essence though, because that's just I don't know if that's actually his personal account and that Essence is just locked and maybe that can be unlocked at some point and he could sell, or it's just a stress test for this particular a dummy account, which I could be fine with both. Now, most likely that is just a dummy account because we do know in the circulating supply of Essence, it's 141,577,432 as of the making of this video. The amount of Essence spent in the last 24 hours was about 62,000 Essence, and the amount of tiles that were purchased were about 107 million total. So when you take a look at that, we are far below where all the estimates that I've given. In fact, if you go and take a look at the last month, where in January 11th, we were at a little over 139 million, and now 1 month later, we're at 141.5. So it's like 2.5 million per month. If we go and say we don't list for another 10 months, we take another 25 million. So give us about 167 million Omi. Not Omi, I'm sorry, Essence. Got Omi on the brain. If we have 167 million Essence by the time that we launch, let's just round that up to 200 million, which obviously it's going to be much less than that. If you have a $2 billion market cap, that's a $10 Essence just from $2 billion. Again, what in the next couple of years, in the next bull run, when you have Sandbox and Mana also on Polygon, more on that in a bit, go back up to their all-time highs of 10 billion, when the KPIs and the amount of users are like 4 or 5x and of that for Earth 2, you should be taking a look at about 4 or 5x the price. Even if we're only double the price and we have a $20 billion market cap, guys, that's $100 Essence. 20 billion is very, very reasonable, in my opinion. Comment down below if you think I'm wrong, think I'm just a moon boy. But yeah, this means something. I mean, look at everything else that's on Polygon. We have Engine Coin, Axie Infinity, Decentraland, and Sandbox, like I said, as well, also on Polygon. Overall, the crypto metaverse sector is up about 105% year to date as of 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time yesterday, and 62% over the last 30 days, according to the Index Coops Metaverse Index, which is the MVI, says that investors are becoming increasingly interested in Web3 games and platforms that they believe can take a fair slice of the games market, which was Simon Quintanagoro, CEO of My Metaverse, told Blockworks. The success of a single Web3 game or platform will be great for both industries, but even more so for investors holding the right tokens. The MVI had over 100% returns, while DeFi had about 60%, Bitcoin and Ethereum had about 40%, and the Nasdaq had maybe 18%. So yeah, everything on Polygon's doing really well. This is about for Web3 gaming. Now, where does that leave Omi? Okay, so transitioning here to Omi and VV. Omi right now, again, I think one of the most severely undervalued tokens. It is down about 2% today over the last 24 hours, but we're still above that 001. There was about $844,000 in volume, so it is slightly more than we're used to have. But again, that is we are still above that 001. I think that's something, and that wasn't always the case over the last 24 hours. We went right down to 00098. We had a buy order that put us back over to 001. So it seems that that's a pretty good support. If we do dip down there, it seems that we go right back up. There is a little bit more sell volume than there is buy volume right now, so we'll see how that progresses. In other news, VV Digital Collectibles says, where the rubber meets the road, get behind-the-scenes look at the making of Disney and Pixar's Cars. Any one of these 5 incredible concept art pieces will put you on the highway to an extraordinary collection that will drop tomorrow. We should get the Medium article for it today, hopefully at 3, and then I'll probably go over that tonight. I do have a podcast with Rena today at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be pretty dope. We're going to talk about Feesh, going to talk a little bit about VV, and then a bunch of other stuff like her music as well. And other good news for the crypto at large, you do have Bitcoin Archive saying, breaking, Deutsche Bank is investing in a Bitcoin ETF company and a cryptocurrency market to reignite growth. Source was from Bloomberg, saying Bitcoin is the future of finance. I agree. I think I know a buddy that used to work there, that have other buddies that work there still, saying that it's usually pretty bullish when smart money gets in, and I cannot disagree with that. We did have the first appearance of Devil Dinosaur today. Thankfully, it only had 10,000 copies. It was not good though. It was not. The rare, ultra rare, and the secret rare are all actually above retail. It's just it did not sell out. It's not even close. This is gonna be one of those things that's probably gonna burn. They're gonna probably burn a lot of copies, which is fine. We had the Disney earnings call yesterday saying that they had laid off roughly about 7,000 people, which is about 4% of its global workforce. And to my knowledge, none of those 7,000 people had anything to do with VV relations or VV Marvel relations, that type of deal. So all of the cuts that were made were in spaces other than the Web3 space, which I think is really bullish. And I think that Bob Iger is going to double down on things that are very profitable. Because again, let's say toys. Toys are something that costs money. It costs materials to make. It costs people to make them. The insurances for the people. The shipping. Logistics are a nightmare. For the NFTs that we have, our premium 3D digital collectibles, they don't really have to do anything. This is, I don't want to say pure profit for them, because obviously they have the people that work, do negotiating and all that, and executives have to spend time, and there's time going into it. But yeah, this is a cash cow for Disney. The other day I was selling a bunch of my Lady Deadpools because I had a bunch of them, and there's 13,000 that circulating supply for Lady Deadpool. I was like, okay, I'll just transition out of Lady Deadpool and go into other stuff. Like, let's say, as far as Marvel Mighties go, either Queen Ramonda or M'Baku. M'Baku is definitely the more popular one, and so I happened to buy another one at $5 hairs. And then what happened yesterday was it went right up to $11 and then back down to $7. It was a crazy time. When there's really not much, it doesn't take a lot of money to really double the prices of those, because they're so scarce. Update from Reverend Alex G saying, just FYI, I'm not out there making expletive comments on VV YouTube videos. My account has a Don't AMA playlist. If you click through, please report the imposter when you see it. Thank you. So yeah, just a little update from Alex. How do you know when you're the best? When other companies try to throw anything at the wall, accusations saying that VV NFTs aren't NFTs. This time it does come from the GoChain team. Why should you ignore this? It's for multiple of reasons. VV was GoChain's biggest client and left for Immutable X. And the guy from GoChain right now is close with the same guy who is suing them currently. So common sense should dictate that there is motive to now try and make VV look bad. I would not believe anything as far from anyone going from GoChain just because of that reason. Also, Coinbase CEO says he heard rumors that the SEC wants to ban crypto staking. That's why nobody respects the SEC at all. I would say this would not affect Omi and its staking in the OUP, because these are just rumors, but if talking about banning crypto staking, it's okay, banning staking to get more of something, where Omi, you're not doing that. Omi, you're staking Omi not to get more Omi, but to get rewards in the VVverse or get rewards in the VV app. From Pyromaniac, we do have an interesting update where he took a peek at the wallets that minted the Battle Croc on 23 January 2022. This was a year ago. And remember, people were paying up to $2,200 for this. Some even higher if you have the, if you got like a special mint number. So looking at the 8,784 minting wallets, 325 were active this last month. I will repeat that again. Only 324 were active in this last month. That is 3.7%. And then 215 had been active since KYC, which is another 2.4%. So that leaves you at about 6.1%. 269 of these have last activity. Their last activity was in July of 2022. So that's a little over 3%. 2,004 of these wallets' last activity was from March through June of 2022. And 5,972 have had no activity since February of last year. That means that you really only have a couple hundred of these that are active wallets. So I really think there's an opportunity here. How many of these were botted? How many of these just, the people just abandoned them? I think that was really, really interesting. Also, as I think was in the thumbnail, you do have people purchasing gems with Ethereum right now. I'm sure it's been done every which way, whether it's Binance, Binance Coin, Bitcoin, and USDC. To my knowledge, none of these fees right now are going into filling the crypto gem pool. If you have experience with that, let me know. Comment down below. I'm very curious about it. Anyway, tomorrow we do have the, like I said, that concept artwork from Cars. We do not have it on the drops list yet. The drops list is something that is not giving up. It's just not giving it to us. Hopefully, when we get the Medium article later today, we can go and take a look-see at what the rest of them look like. I think that'd be pretty cool. We still haven't really had a physical, a collectible that's a normal one. We've had a bunch of comics, and on this one, the artwork, first edition, we haven't had a first appearance collectible in a while. I'm thinking that might be next week, over the next couple weeks. Ant-Man Quantumania is coming out. I do believe we get Marvel Mighties for them. Heard it here first. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye, Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.